Who's gonna say it?
You talked in the last one, so I thought you were gonna intro it.
Perfect. We're a minute to skim it where we just make everything on the fly. Welcome to our second episode. We've got some really great books to review for you today. And Rocket's gonna be with us. He is not a rodent.
Not a very good comic reviewer either.
He looks.
I didn't even just dead eyes.
Not very dynamic.
Sad Rocket.
But we've got tons of awesome comics that we're excited to review, and then we'll also get to show you some of the other DC movie cover.
Variant.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for as well. New ones coming in like every week, so it's exciting. We'll let you know about them, and I guess we'll start with Mr. Brian. Alright, we're gonna start with Mr. Brian.
Evening, and welcome to the Green Lantern Corps exclusive movie cover variant featuring the Forbidden Planet poster, which I honestly just learned a little bit ago. Okay, so quick review. Green Lantern Corps number 40. Remember how John Stewart's always getting accused of destroying a planet? This issue tells you which one, how he did it. Because they're facing the similar threat and on the planet of Zavrox, and he has to overcome the darkness. All the Lantern Corps members that are with him have to overcome the darkness, the shadow that's falling. So you see some pretty interesting stuff in this book, some great dialogue. We're also going to see John Stewart unleash a different power other than green, because they're this Shadow Empire, they're clever. They built these bombs to be resistant to green energy. So what's the Green Lantern to do? Great book, great movie variant cover, also regular cover available. Green Lantern fans, you'll need it. This is the conclusion to the story that's been going on in the Green Lantern Corps. Good book there. Okay, next up, Detective Comics Endgame. This is a tie-in to the Endgame series that is currently running in the main Batman title. It's a one-shot, so don't worry about getting it mixed up with other Detective Comic continuity. Batman is actually not in this particular book at all, but some of his cast of characters are. You've got Batwoman, Red Robin, and this features a young man by the name of Ronnie who's trying to desperately reach his mother in this chaotic city where the Joker has unleashed his laughing toxin, if you will, and turned them all into Joker zombies, I guess, for lack of a better word. Good, quick, easy read. Not going to be disappointed, and there's a bit in here at the end that maybe stole a little bit of a Walking Dead reference. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to check out the book. $2.99 one shot. Can't pass it up. And lastly, the much anticipated return of Howard the Duck. Was really looking forward to this, and I actually made the joke when I sat down to read it. Well, this will take me 30 seconds because it's a Marvel book. Marvel's notorious for not including a lot of dialogue, but this one actually does have a great amount of dialogue in it. Features Howard, of course. Also, Jen Walters, the She-Hulk lawyer. They share an office building together. Surprise cameo at the end. The only thing that I didn't particularly care about this book was right directly in the middle, they switch artists. And so the art style goes from one way to another way, and it's I don't know how to describe it. It's different. It gets more cartoony in the second half of the book. Not bad, just different. Wasn't expecting it. Not really care when they do that, but you know, a lot of variants for this one available, and it's bound to be a collector's item with the appearance of Howard at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy. And like I said, surprise cameo at the end. You want to check this one out from Marvel.
Hey guys, so I've got a couple comics for you. This week I read the Action Comics Bizarro. Upside down. But it was really good. It was hilarious. If you like the Bizarro comics, it was. I mean, I was laughing the whole way through it. I can't. Words can't even describe very well. I mean, Superman kind of gets thrown into the Bizarro universe, and everything's going crazy. There's one particular scene that's brilliant with Bizarro Aquaman running around with a fishbowl on his head. You will be laughing the entire way through this comic. It's great. It is the number 40 of the Action Comics Bizarro. So it is, if you were kind of not following it, you'd be jumping in the middle of a story, but it was still hilarious, and it would be great just to pick up just for fun. So that was fantastic. And then we also have Mouse Guard, The Legends of the Guard, Volume 3, 1 of 4. I had not read any of these. In fact, I hadn't really heard about it. But I read it and I was incredibly impressed with it. I thought this was brilliant. This is by Arcadia. Arcadia. Not Arcadia. Arcadia. Great. Like, it's fantastic. This set in particular, well, first off, if you ever read the Redwall book series, it follows kind of these mice that have very personable characteristics, and they're a gas. They're fantastic. But in this set, it's kind of an anthology of stories, because a bartender comes in, gathers all the people, and she says, "You have a chance to clean your debts if you tell me the best story." And so it's all these people telling different stories. There's actually, if you like Scotty Young, he writes a whole portion of it and does the art. So it's fantastic. Really good pickup for kids especially. Last thing I was going to say is the movie variant that I have, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Come on, if you love it, pick it up, just because it's something that you would love to have and show your friends. Be excellent to each other. I mean, it's beautiful. It really is. You're going to be sad that you missed it if you don't pick it up. And those are all the comics that I picked up this week. Hope you enjoyed them.
Hi, I'm Jen, and I got to review some really cool books this week. This one by Image. I don't know if you guys have read The Burning Fields, which is, I believe, by the same imprint. A lot of murder mystery surrounding the oil fields. This one kind of feels in that same genre because this young lady is traveling to Titan to investigate the disappearance of her sister. She believes she's dead, so she keeps on telling people she's going to go pick up her ashes or her personal effects or something. There's some mystery going on, and you see in the last couple panels her, I suppose, sister, it's a woman for sure, an image of her showing up in a weird place you wouldn't expect it. It's kind of like the drive of the ship, so trying to figure out what's going on. There's a lot more information in there. You can pick some characters you think probably might be involved, so don't miss it. It's really good, kind of like sci-fi mystery, very kind of feels dark, like post-apocalyptic kind of world kind of stuff. This is really great. And on the other end of the spectrum, speaking of Bill and Ted's from earlier, here's Bill and Ted's Most Triumphant Return.
Woohoo!
It took me about 2 seconds to realize that this book was not occurring right after the first movie, but after the second one, because it has some characters I was like, wait, where are these guys from? Oh yeah, that one. So it's really cool. They're hanging out with all of those guys still. It's a little bit in the future, and they get visited by some school kids in the future, bring it to their mind that they probably need to start writing some more songs, because at this point they only have one still. And they're famous for having lots of big albums, and they know they have to write them, so they get kind of antsy about that. And then there's another cool little sub-story at the back of the book, which I actually like even better than the first, even though the first one was good. You have to read it. It's so funny. It's a different art style, kind of like we were talking about with the Marvel book before, but this is purposeful. It's another whole story that's separate on it, so don't miss one. It's really hilarious, especially if you love Bill and Ted's, which we all do. Thank you very much.
Is this thing on? Okay, alright, cool. So, I'm going to start out with Batman Arkham Knight. It's a Batman story. It looks like, now, granted, we learned last week that I don't read a lot of Batman, so this is new territory for me. But we did have the Arkham games in our house that I really enjoyed watching somebody play and all that kind of stuff. So it looks like this takes up after Arkham City ends. Arkham City has been taken down by Batman, and the Joker is dead. And yay! Anyway, Joker has booby-trapped his body. There's more coming for that later. There's a flash drive that's like stuck in his corpse that takes out the corner. We also see another new villain that's popping up. We don't really know about him, but he knows how Batman works and he knows how to take him down. He's got a dark side. He'll tell you more about that. There's also Batman doing some stuff, kind of teetering between whether is he supposed to be Batman, is he supposed to be Bruce Wayne, which one's going to help the city more. So we got to figure that out. I enjoyed it. It's a number one. It's a good place to jump into a story, especially if you follow the video games. Picks up right there. All right, the next one, Mars Attacks. Because there's a Martian on the cover of this one, so that's why I love this movie variant cover for the Justice League United so much, Martians. So, in this story, here's the regular cover, if you're wondering what that looks like. It wraps up the Infinitus battle storyline, where some of the Justice League from the 31st century have come to join Justice League United, who is still kind of a new team, kind of forming themselves, figuring out who they are and where they go and all that kind of stuff. Right before the beginning of this issue, Brainiac, I keep wanting to call him Beast Boy, because he has green skin. Anyway, Brainiac 5 has unleashed this ray that's going to get rid of Infinitus forever, but oh no, something happened and he's created a black hole that's actually going to suck everything into it, including the team and the planet that they're trying to save. So they come up with a scheme, everybody works together, it's teamwork, it's awesome. But meanwhile, afterwards, well, there's a lot of the way they fix everything can kind of create some more problems, and it's gonna be some diplomatic issues, and there's also some questioning of messing with the timeline and how does that affect things, and what's that gonna do for other relationships that may happen in the future. So those are my books this week. I recommend that you pick them both up. Good things happening for Justice League United, and awesome for Batman. So that was Minute to Skim It.
Fantastic. Remember, don't forget one of those. Remember and don't forget the movie variant covers. They're fantastic. It was Bill and Ted's When Mars Attacks.
No!
Breaking the things!
Now it's a 9-4!
Goodness gracious. And Forbidden Planet. Don't forget those, and remember to pick them up, because they're going to be fantastic, and you wish you had.
Every week in the month of March, movie variants, they are phenomenal.
Speaking of variants, don't forget to come every day and try to bid on the cool variant books that are on the wall. There was a lot of movement on our variants this last day.
Yes.
Yep.
Because everyone wanted them.
Because they're cool.
Yeah.
And also, remember, Secret Wars and Convergence coming up. If you don't know what it is, look it up or ask one of us when you come in, because it's going to be fantastic. Both of them. They're two separate things. You're going to love them.
You're going to want to stay tuned to Secret Wars.
Yeah. Next week we will tell you some awesome news. We're going to drop you some stuff that's going to make your head split.
You know it.
What's this?
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you very much. This has been your weekly Minute Skimming.